Horror movies. They induce rapid heartbeats, sweaty palms, cowering, and eye shielding. Yet, despite the fear these movies produce, many people actually enjoy watching them. So what gives? Why do we love horror movies?
Nameless.
Fear is one of the most natural human emotions. And if you're not in direct danger, it can actually feel pretty good sometimes. You see, when something triggers our fight or flight response, like the sound of a breaking window in the middle of the night, our body prepares for danger with the release of tons of chemicals, including adrenaline, dopamine, oxytocin, and endorphins. And this chemical release does a lot of kind of cool things, like dilating your pupils in order to take in more light, shutting down non-essential systems like digestion, and constricting your veins in order to send more blood to major muscle groups. In other words, the chemicals stimulate systems that can help us in survival situations. They also provide us with things like energy and protection from the sensation of pain, and even go so far as to shut down unnecessary systems like critical thought. Who needs that? Am I right? So, just to recap, a boost of energy, protection from pain, and the removal of unnecessary distracting thoughts. That all sounds pretty good, actually. But there is a catch. It only really feels good when the threat isn't real, which creates a psychological distance between the viewer and what they're watching on screen. In other words, a horror movie lets people feel scared vicariously. That way, you can focus on the parts of feeling scared instead of, actually trying to outrun a serial killer. But not everyone likes feeling scared, even if there's no direct threat. So how come some people can watch horror movie marathons while others would rather get a tooth pulled? Studies have shown that empathy may be a factor in whether or not someone enjoys horror movies. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another person. So, if you're a highly empathetic person watching a scary film, then it could feel as though the intense terror of the victims on screen is contagious. And that doesn't sound fun at all. Meanwhile, less empathetic people can just kick back and enjoy the movie. Then, of course, there's the social aspect of being scared. Watching a horror movie can be a strong bonding experience because the bonds that we make under stress are more intense, especially with people we already like, which is why you may see a lot of dates in the theater of a scary flick. But at the end of the day, whether or not you actually enjoy watching people get killed off one by one by a guy wearing a hockey mask depends on a lot of different things. It's just a movie anyway, right?
Nameless.